we only have 5 minutes left, and before we closed, again, I wanted to thank you guys. I really respect and admire your dedication in being here. I think that educators are uniquely passionate people that will come out in their free time and talk about education. But before we closed, I wanted to ask each one of you to just one by one kind of give me your closing or your last, your basically another thought that you might have about this topic. Anything that you didn't have a chance to say or to ask that's still there for you.
Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, Tracy, Adam, Nicole, it was really lovely to meet you. I really look forward to chatting with all of you a lot more. Now we're connected, and of course, any of the viewers who are watching this or will see this, please let us know your thoughts. And personally, I'm looking into some music therapy further education. So if anybody has great ideas somewhere in Europe or a really great online to start with, that would be really much appreciated. Couple of thoughts that I can come away from today is I think, first of all, I feel very lucky that I do teach music and that I can connect to a lot of the students in a different way outside of the, let's say, core subjects. And I'm glad that there are some success stories where they do, you know, like Tracy was just saying, build on what they can do, make the best of what they already have a strength in, rather than before they've even started, set them up for failure by looking at the file. So I think I will definitely take that into consideration even more after today. Really, but pushing them into the direction that they can feel passionate about and minimize all the disruptive behavior and channel the energy into as many productive, creative, ways, and they can teach us so much. So I just want to say regarding technology, I think we also can use some really good educational apps that are not just games and little disruptors for cognitive learning and using both sides of the brain simultaneously. That has been proven with ADHD helps focus immediately. So I can definitely share some of those later on. So that's one of the things I think we didn't touch upon today, I wanted to mention. And just that I hope that this isn't, the global idea. I know you guys in the States have one, let's say, system, but really all over the world, we need to look at what is going to be happening with the future. We're not, going into college. I know I have to finish. So we need to set up young adults to be successful, and thank you. That's it. I have 2 minutes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Thank you, everyone. This is just, we can go on for hours about this. I just wanted to point out, I copy-pasted, if you could take a look at the chat. There are a few questions that were asked by our audience. If you could take a few minutes to answer those too. Thanks.
Definitely. I saw the question about what factors environmentally contribute to ADHD. And this is something that's very hotly debated, by the way. And it unfortunately contributes to a lot of shaming of parents. ADHD is a neurological disorder. It can be argued that it's somewhat hereditary, but it is definitely a physical disability if you were able to look at someone's brain. Some people feel that technology has increased the instance of this disability. That's a little bit of a chicken and egg debate. We're not really sure about that. Is it that, or is it that we're more aware of it and diagnosing it more often? I wrote a blog about that. I'm not sure if it's on the website. If it's not, I will upload it. But Hippocrates was talking about ADHD. So it is definitely something that has been around. In that blog, I traced it back to the Greek times through medicine. So it's nothing new. It's just maybe more that we're more aware of it now. And then again, there are people that feel that our nutrition could be a contributing factor to that. But it is definitely, and I would like to repeat, definitely, there's no evidence to suggest that quote unquote bad parenting or factors such as that are causing ADHD.
Well, and just to follow up with Nicole, I know when I was growing up, and we still use this phrase today, is boys will be boys, because right, it's typically boys that have that extra energy that need to use it and spend it. Now, is ADHD only hit boys? No, but the percentages show that it's higher, and I really think that that's more of a misunderstanding, because yeah, boys have energy, but girls have energy. They just use it differently, especially the younger they are. We've all probably heard the phrase that, you know, girls mature quicker. That's probably true, but society also expects them to do different things than boys are allowed to do. And just because somebody may test to have ADHD, do we misdiagnose? Sure, sometimes we do. We have energy. The blessing of life is amazing, and we just want to do everything we can and experience everything we can. So, you know, are we ADHD? Do we have extra energy? It's a combination of who really knows what it is. And we can label a kid, but I think we all agree that we would much rather not label the kid on a daily basis, but label them so that we can get them additional support to help them out that way. That's the way I view it.
Absolutely, thank you. Were there any other questions, Vlatka, from the people that were joining us?
Let me see. Doha asked, just a second.
There's one about creating an inclusive classroom and how it helps with, how does using an inclusive classroom help students with ADHD? That was one I feel I can really relate to what I was saying earlier about ensemble. Any class, so whether it's sports, whether it's music, personally I speak from the music perspective, absolutely it helps. The more inclusive we can be with those students, the better I feel the results are. Sometimes there might be a need to do a one-on-one activity, but really with including them in for example, orchestra, with staying on beat, multitasking, having to, you know, work on a level of different elements of music, not just writing the theory, which often is the area that they do get disruptive, has proven that they become so successful, you know, go on to do, actually to even study music in this particular case. I think the more we can include them, the better results.
Doha asks an example of workshop. She just typed in, Doha, could you please add something to this question? She's just asking an example of workshop, please. Because I was reading, I wasn't listening for the last few sentences. We'll see. Well, we can go on forever like this. The questions are out there on Twitter, in the form of the Twitter chat. If you have the time, you don't have to do it right now. The Twitter chat will go on for the next 2 weeks at least. We'll retweet whatever you say and tag you and potential resources to provide as many answers to the questions raised today as possible. Tracy says, thank you. And we have, let me just quickly go through. Bushrani Snakwi from Pakistan, thanks a lot. Thanks all of you for replying to her questions and providing the opportunity to learn more about this. This was just the best possible way I could imagine to launch our Connected Educators monthly meetups and the collaboration between CEESA and Connected Educators Appreciation Day. Thank you so much for finding the time to do this today, and feel free to either tweet or blog or join all of these conversations and add to them. Whatever resource you have, it's really difficult for, as you said, Lana, there isn't enough information out there. There's never one place to go to get the answers. So as many as you can share them with me via email. I'll make sure that they're out there.
As Vlatka said too, I'll be going video over the weekend, and so I'll be editing these questions into those chunks and get them up to YouTube as fast as I can. You've generated quite a few responses on Twitter. If you follow the hashtag for SEM or for ADHD, or there's a whole bunch of them I put on the tweets, you'll find your names that are repeated a lot. So hopefully you'll get mentions in there. Hopefully people who follow you can spread the word some more. And really, really open this up. This topic was wonderful. I learned something. I really love learning. So I had a fantastic morning. Or I should say afternoon. It's 4 o'clock here. So thanks very much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. It was an honor.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's it. Bye-bye. Hope to see you soon somewhere in virtual, what do they say? Global PLN, right? That's this at its best. Thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.